Audio Jungle.
Welcome to the Big Talk. My name is Shiabu Dwabafwa, can call me NYB, and today is a full house and we'll be talking about events. But before that, let's go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we delve into the topic. So yes, welcome back to the Big Talk. Like I said, today we are talking all about events. So let me introduce my guest to you. So on my far left, I have Cedric Kelly. He's the SRC organizer for GIG and also Vision 360 events. And immediately left, the only lady in the pack, Maud Hotto of the brand. You see this brand, you have to mention it with him, the Hotto, aka CEO. Plenty. Then to our right, I have Eric Tosca. You already know Eric Tosca, regular pundit on the show, but you didn't know events, 3 music awards, Afro Nation Ghana, and also Gourmet Awards. And to my far right, the handsome gentleman. If you're a lady out there, I don't know whether it's married one, but you will go there. 24 of Ready Live. Yes, and Ready Live are the organizers for Saturday Night Live.
No, Oja first.
Now?
Oja first.
Oja first. Hey, the Oja. Well, today, like, 2020 was an event for you. When 2020 began, we had a lot of hopes. This is the year to make the breakthrough, make more money as event organizers. And unfortunately, COVID-19 reared its head and the whole industry went to a standstill. We've spoken about creatives, we're talking about artists, actors, actresses, but unfortunately no one is talking about events. So today, my first question will be to you. How has COVID affected the whole event scene in Ghana?
I mean, COVID-19 has disrupted the event space. We weren't expecting anything to happen. We were following what was happening in Wuhan, but we didn't know it was going to come across and affect us so greatly. As far back as late February, we were still doing pop-up shows. We were planning events, we were going to meetings, meeting sponsors, and now we're here.
Yes. Otto, for you, I knew there was major events coming up. We had discussions. How has COVID stopped or paused those plans?
Well, right now, what we planned on doing, we can't do it with social distancing, so we are also waiting for everything to end, because what we plan on doing,
close contact.
It has to be packed.
Nice.
For you to get the feel. So
okay. So Kekeli, you're also a student organizer of GIG, school COVID events. Tell us, what has been the downturn of the whole COVID on events?
Okay, for instance, in terms of finance, it has really affected us greatly because some of the budget they approved for us, we had to pay the event planners and stuff like that. We even had to pay at least 70% and stuff like that, which they can't refund because COVID-19 is let's say it's an act of nature or act of God. So we couldn't refund some of this, and they were not so willing to come in terms with us and give us some of the money back and stuff like that. And right now we are supposed to bear the consequences because I didn't take approval or we didn't take approval from G and stuff like that. So we have to return those money back to the student body. So this money we are returning back is coming from our own coffers and stuff.
Wow, that's not easy at all. Tosca, you've had the experience of 3 music awards this year. It was done virtually. So like before the virtual one was done, what was like the major concerns leading prior to the announcement?
So before 3 days before the president announced the lockdown, the ban on social gatherings and all those stuff, we were planning on doing a fan festival at the Accra Polo Center. We had done everything. Charlie, people had bought stands and all those stuff. Charlie. Flashback, yeah. So everything was like 3 days, just 3 days to that. Then a month later, we'll be doing the music awards. That was night. Then the president said no social gathering, and it came to a halt. Charlie, you know the disappointment in the people, those who were planning, people. Yeah, somebody has plans there, he will go with a girlfriend and all those stuff. So the feedback was like people are disappointed and it became like kind of boring. Then that is when we decided, after 2 months, we decided to do the virtual. But if I should rightly say, our shows has always been virtual until this COVID came, because our shows has always been a TV show. And most of the times, most of the popular, those who view it most are at home, So you get what I mean? It has always been virtual, but this time we did it with a mindset of no audience. We are doing it only for those at home. So that is the difference, because sometimes when a recipient of an award takes, there's some kind of clapping and all this, but this time it wasn't there. The hitches, something you're not used to. a new normal. Yeah, we are not used to that. So we have some challenges and all those stuff. But
okay. Alright, so with all these challenges you've put, I think 3 Music Awards was the first award scheme to actually go virtual on a live scale.
Before BT.
Yes, that that's the next form of events this year. Are we seeing the next form of events are basically going virtual?
No, not really. We are directly we are returning back to normal times. People are having fun now. Airports will be open on 1st September. Hopefully it will be open, and by that same month, schools will be open. So we will return back to normal, and people miss treeing and all those stuff. So
Kelly, as a student, I think schools also went on break. So tell us, is it virtual? I know some of the schools you guys did online, like GRG, we did online.
As in terms of academics.
In terms of academics. So yeah, can you move to events?
Okay. For instance, actually the pressure was from some of the General Assembly members that we should do an online, as in artist night online. I felt like there was no need. The pub will not be there, because these are people who want to jump to music. They want to grind, as my chairman said, and stuff like that. So I paid attention to them. By the end of the day, I told them that it can't work, because looking at even the budget involved and stuff, like already huge sum of money has gone into stage, has gone into artists and stuff. We didn't have anything left in the coffers to go and do. And more of our media partners and people who were willing to come on board, the likes of Betway came on board with a huge sum of money. Stoneboy's energy drink was the name.
Big Boss.
Big Boss also came on board with it, and even they gave us huge product like 200 box of energy drink, but they came for it again and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have to sell it.
Yeah, and cash prizes were in, but some people demanded for a refund, and we had to give them. With the stand aspect, he was talking the vendors and stuff like. I'm facing up to today, people are hitting my DM for their refund and stuff. But with them, I think they should understand, because it should be a 50-50. I was willing to give you 50, and we'll keep. And yes, we are keeping 50, but we used it for something, because you had to pay for the table and stuff like that, the canopies. I didn't understand, and that's what is hitting me right away.
Okay, Otto, your next set of events. Are they going to be virtual? You are still waiting for us to get back to normal before you start rolling your plans?
I'm waiting for us to get back to normal, but I'm not pushing the virtual aside. I think there's hope.
There's hope.
There's hope for the virtual side in Ghana.
Okay. Really like you said, you have the Oja Festival.
Oja Festival. I agree with that. Things are going to go back to normal, but virtual concerts are here to stay. I think event organizers, we need to exploit that technology. I mean, it gives you a platform to reach more people. So if you can monetize the platform, go for pay-per-view, people in the UK, in the London can pay and watch Oja Fest in Accra. So yeah, we need to exploit that and improve on the technology, because right now what we're doing is live production and live streaming. Technically with virtual, you need to project virtual avatars like what you're doing in Japan with live wine and all of that. So we're here to get there, but we need to explore it.
Yeah, so like you said, we need to explore. So let's go for another break, but when we come back, Sarkodie organizes Black Love Virtual Concert, and we'll be discussing as event organizers. Alright, so Sarkodie organizes highly anticipated Black Love Virtual Concert, and it seems the whole Ghana is talking about it, and he did well, but then we are come to scrutinize it as event organizers. So yes, me to organize event. I'm part of them. So let me start with Hoto. How do you see the Black Love Virtual Concert? From set design to promo?
I think it was dope. I was offline the whole time, but when I came, I think I saw something about the sites crashing and over 1 million people, something. And I watched the intro, so I think he did. It was amazing. For something like that in Ghana, stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Really Do you see yourself doing something similar?
Yeah.
Set ambience.
Yes, why not? Why not? Why not? I just hope, there'll be people there and then we can fuse the virtual with, the main live show.
But then what's your view on it?
I was impressed with the production. I think they used the 3D 180 degrees cameras, so I was really impressed with the production. With the promo, not so much. I think they did well. I don't know whether the Stoneboy incident was a publicity stunt. We can't tell right now, but the production was good.
Okay. That one just confirmed it wasn't a publicity stunt. Stoneboy apologized, Sarkodie came to be first. He also apologized. I don't know how that's going to end up, but Kelly.
Actually, let me hit on that small because I saw it as a publicity stunt because, for instance, even if it's not, if it wasn't planned, but it worked out very well for them because I spoke to myriad of people and they told me they didn't know about the
concept.
Yeah, they didn't know about it. But as soon as that beef came up or whatever came up, we heard people talking about it, and I feel it worked for them very well. And we have something we call there is nothing like bad publicity and stuff like that. So it worked, and I think Sarkodie should take advantage of it. And I like the way he also did his PR work. He didn't speak before the event, but after the event, he came out to speak and stuff like that. Charlie, the guy is just on point, man.
Yes, he monetized that one. But then, what's Sarkodie did? So he did it on Seek. In as much as it was, let's say, free to register, if there's a possibility that people can pay to watch your show online, will you take it?
It's the same thing, right?
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Every event organizer will go for such a deal.
It's the same thing.
Because we have people in UK, US craving to watch concerts that happen here. They miss Ghana. They want to see what's going on here. So if you have a concert that people will pay pay-per-view,
bro. I stand to be corrected. When the Shade did something like that.
But we don't know the numbers for when the Shade's concert. Unfortunately, she hasn't put it out.
But if it's one, can somebody pay it?
Someone pay.
She did a virtual concert which you pay, I think 5 CDs, right?
She did it in collaboration with Create Music. 5 Music for Popular Stand. They had a VIP.
So the government of Ghana has eased restrictions. Now there's no cap on the number of people. But it needs to be 2 hours in an open space. So how are we going to, as event organizers, going to exploit this to our advantage?
Okay, first of all, I think the question should be: are corporate bodies willing to come on board again? Because already we've done more than half of the year. And looking at sponsorship, seeking for sponsorship and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of companies will not be willing to come on board because they've also budgeted for their money and stuff like that. So it's been very, very difficult and stuff. So if government has eased restrictions and stuff like that, I feel they should also be willing to come and support event bodies and stuff like that, so we can organize it very well and do it to their best.
Okay. What about you?
I think it can work, like the spacing and stuff. It depends, because I saw a picture like that. You sit in fours and then there are like barricades. Yeah. So I think it can work if you have like a large space and
nice.
You set it up well.
What do we do? And you and your friends one small corner they chill.
So we say grinding over there.
Is that
so grinding is like
this thing
between you and your people.
Can grind that. With this easy of restrictions, like how can we use it to our benefit?
What I would say is technically the 2 hours works on paper.
Not physical.
Not physical. You know what goes on into organizing an event. Nobody can do an event for 2 hours, bro. No movie. So let's okay, but for 2 hours or 3, you can take advantage of, now pubs are open and all those stuff. You can take advantage of them, make some small money. Those who manages pubs and these bars, mini bars and all those stuff, they can make money off there. And my brother was saying something about sponsorships, and there are some people there are some corporate bodies who want to sponsor. Just look through. There are some corporate bodies who have been hit by this COVID because some of their products hasn't been sold. An example is Calipo, because most of Calipo, their customers are school kids and they are at home. And talk,
Tell us about you.
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight on the point you made. I think COVID makes have the perfect excuse right now.
Yeah.
As soon as you enter the office, Corona, there's no money. But on a more serious note, if we can put in the measures, then fine, let's go ahead and do it. Because human lives need to be cherished. So if you're not ready, you need to stay at home and stay safe.
A quick one. This is just an advice because recently I went to I will not mention one of the pubs and Charlie, all the 3 bottles of club we ordered was expired. So very careful.
Like I was saying there.
So guys, it means when you are going out for a night out with your friends, you need to check what you are drinking. Check expiry date. It's very important. But then it's been really insightful, Charlie. At least I've learned. I know my viewers have also learned. And thank you guys for coming here and sharing your experience. It's not easy being an event organizer, especially being a young one at it. And we need to encourage more young people to venture into the entrepreneurial spirit, hold the mantle, organize events. Let's break the barrier, because if we don't do it, no one will do it.
Can I say something?
Yes, you can.
If you want to help somebody, my brother here.
It's very true.
Yes. And don't forget, everybody here they look for sponsorship. We said you all look for
But my brother first.
Thank you very much.
Kekelion be very important. The way they chase MBA, it's not easy. But then, Charlie, thank you guys. I'm really appreciative. The audience appreciative. Yes. And guys, I hope you learned. And when young guys are making events or doing events, can you support? If 20 CDs, 50 CDs,
free, no.
don't be like it's my friend, no. And you bring like 20 people, oh, I know it. No. Support them, because there's money that went into it and they need to recruit and become the big men of tomorrow. Well, it's been the Big Talk. My name is Sarkodie. Don't forget to follow me on social media at NYB_live. Also, you can follow the Big Talk on Muse on Instagram. Also follow me across all platforms. And now, Charlie, over to you.